Yokoso, and welcome to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. My name is Ian Horner, and I will be your navigator through this program, which we call a Let's Try program. Why is it a Let's Try program? Because nothing is guaranteed in terms of success. All that is guaranteed is that there is going to be a good time. And today, we are going to be, you know what? This is new-ish, let's say. But before we get into it, let's remind everyone at home that everything we do here at Loading Ready Run is brought to you by the fine folks over at, well, I mean, they facilitate it. It's run by you. You are the people who give us the funds that keeps us doing the things that you know and love, and you can help us out over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, store, which you put after loadingreadyrun.com/ that's where the store goes, and of course youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. You can become a member there. Thank you everyone for all the support you give us, either monetarily or by just hanging out with us while we do our various programs. So what is it today that we are doing? Well, we're back in the kitchen of the Crystal Gondol of the Palatial Main TLTS Studios here in beautiful downtown Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, which means it's time for Cooking Stream. And it's, by my watch, I was going to say September, which is absolutely not the month that it is. It is February 2nd, which means that the international dateline over in that direction, we had some problems with this earlier on a different stream, but by my calculations, that means that it is February 3rd in the country of Japan, which means that they have now crossed over into spring on the old lunar calendar on a holiday that they call Risshin, which is the spring. Not the holiday. The holiday itself, which is not a national holiday, but just sort of a day to celebrate getting good luck and celebrate the coming of spring. Setsubun. Now, you may have heard about Setsubun before. Ian leans over. You may have heard of Setsubun if you're familiar with Japanese holidays or culture at all. Setsubun is, as we just said, it's the beginning of spring, and the traditional activity usually involves. In fact, a lot of the traditional activities involve beans. I couldn't find any roasted soybeans to have on the show today, so we're going to have to forego with the majority of the traditions, which are as follows. We need someone to dress up like a demon, and then we need to have them try to enter our house, at which point we will throw a bunch of setsubeans, those roasted soybeans, at the demon while shouting "demons out, good luck in," at which point the good luck comes in. We close the door. We then get to eat as many roasted soybeans as is our age to promote health and good luck throughout the year, and then that's the end. That's all we do in the Kanto region. Down south in the Kansai region, or I guess technically they split it east-west. Down east in the Kansai region, there's one more tradition, and that's the one that we are going to follow today. We're going to be making some Ehomaki. Ehomaki being a, well, it's maki. It's maki sushi. It's rolled sushi. It's nothing particularly out of the ordinary there, but there's a few little tips and tricks. There's a few little things that add to the je ne sais quoi of the Ehomaki, which make it interesting in my mind. Yeah, as I said, mostly this is a tradition that started in the Osaka, Kyoto region down in the Kanto area, but it has been picked up by basically the rest of the country and is now part of the commercial holiday. So you can go down to your local department store, 7-Eleven, supermarket, restaurants, and you'll probably have an option to purchase or pre-purchase one of their special Ehomakis. I believe there's a what do you call it? A tie-in with Spy X Family this year too, and you can get one with peanuts in it, which sounds not delicious at all. But where was I going with here? Right. So, key things to your Ehomaki which make it different from regular maki sushi or a regular futomaki. Futo means big in this context. It must contain 7 ingredients. Why 7 ingredients, you ask? Because 7 is a lucky number, and it refers to the deities of good fortune, or the Shikifukujin. those guys who ride around on the boat together with their big old hammer and bags full of money. You've probably seen it. You may have not known who they are. That's who they are. They're just big old gods of good fortune. The Ehomaki must not be cut. That's the key there. If you cut the Ehomaki, you're cutting up your good luck for the year, and nobody wants that. You must also eat it while facing the lucky direction for the year, which there's a site that I might masto toot a little bit later. It'll tell you what the direction is per year, but really only good if you use kanji. This year it is Hinoe is the direction, which translates as just southeast, so just kind of off the off axis there a bit. And finally, you must eat the roll in complete silence, because you can't talk about what you want when you get good luck. You get what you get, and you don't be upset. So, what are we going to make our tamago? Wow, I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. What are we talking about? What are we going to make in our Ehomaki? Well, we need 7 ingredients, and I did my shopping yesterday because, by God, this has been a long day. I had to go into the office to do some filming today, and now at 4:20 left the office and ran back here. So we've got everything we need for tamagoyaki. That's going to be one of our ingredients because I like a good tamago, and I'm finally, actually, no, nothing else, ready to try again. We're going to do a proper rolled sushi today. This is the first Teflon pan I have owned in, God, is it 20 years now? I mean, it's not even Teflon. It's just a apparently diamond Cerakote. Who knows? It's going to make a egg for us to work with. Second is going to be, this is something I learned yesterday. Shiitake mushroom. We're going to rehydrate a couple of these. We're going to stew a couple of them, and then we're going to slice them into strips. What I didn't know that I learned just yesterday is that flower mushroom is what you might see these referred to as in your Chinese or other East Asian grocery stores. But yeah, it's just, they're shiitake mushrooms. They're just named differently. So, hey, that's good. We're going to do some of those. We are going to add cucumber. You know, I'm going to leave that in the refrigerator for now. We're just going to make some strips of that. We are going to add carrot strips as well. We might actually swap the carrot out for something. And you know what? I'm going to say we're going to do that. Yes, we're going to swap the carrot out for some tobiko, some flying fish roe. So that's going to be nice. We are going, oh no, did I forget the aburage strips? 1 second, I need to reach into my freezer. I think we will be having the cucumber back on the menu, boys. All right, because we don't have our aburage strips. Forgot to get the aburage. That's okay, I'll eat it all myself later. Carrot. We have some tuna, some sushi tuna, maguro, to be exact. Nothing fancy here. And ooh, this one I'm excited about. We're also going to add, for extra flavor and fun, some broiled anago eel with sauce on there. I think we'll slice off a couple strips and put that in, and then I guess the rest of this gets to go into my mouth later, probably in the form of a unagi don for extra stamina. So, when we start making sushi, we got to start with what the sushi is. And what is sushi? Say it with me. It's rice. It's just rice. The topping, I mean, it's not just rice, but when you talk about sushi, you're talking about the rice. And to make the rice, what you need is to wash the rice. So let's head on over to the other areas of the kitchen here. Big iPhone time. All right. And let's start by, as per usual, measuring out and washing our rice. I think we might be out of, I don't know if we have the right amount here. Let's find out. I might need to top up my rice. We're going to make 1 3/4 cups of the dried rice, and then that will allow us to have enough rice for the 2 ehomakis, because I'm not just making it for myself. That would be terrible. Corey needs dinner too. Let's get our rice down and refill that thing up. Ooh. What is sushi and how does it differ from an amorphous blob of rice? Well, the difference is that sushi rice has been seasoned with the mirin and the vinegar and the sugar, and it's used for... It was originally used as a preservative. Keep your fish moist on your slow trip home. And then people realized that, hey, rice with vinegar and salt on it, while it keeps the fish fresh, also tastes nice with the fish. So why don't we? It's like eating the packing peanuts that come with your latest Amazon order. At least if you've managed to get an order from one of the people who use the cellulose or other non-toxic. I won't say edible because that'd get me in trouble. All right. Let's make rice. Yes, always level off your measuring device into the bowl you're using. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6/4 cups makes 1.5. We want 1 more. 7, yes, 4, 5, 7. So we'll need to add that much water to the system as well. Bump that off. Let's get out the old jazzberry. We'll stick that to the side here for later. And let's take you over to the sink, because we all have to learn how to properly wash our rice, right? Right. Because we're all washing our rice, right? Right. Okay. I like to, my preferred method is give it 1, don't usually make this much rice, so the washing it giblet is close to over full. You don't need to wash rice. Well, that I should specify. Usually, you don't need to wash rice these days. In fact, what we're rinsing away here is mostly just, bits of rice, essentially bits of rice flour or rice starch. And really, it just means that that when we're done, the grains are going to be a bit more individualized. It's going to be less gloopy. That is not the hot tap Anubis. We're going on the cold side there, because you don't want to prematurely start cooking the rice. Not that it really matters, but we're just trying to get stuff off of it right now. All right, let's do 1 more. Yeah, I like this device because it allows me to pool the rice into a thing that allows me to see the color of the water afterwards. Again, this thing I picked up in Japan when I was living there, so that's got to be, God, over 20 years now. But yeah, if you have a... most of the Asian markets in your area should be able to point you in a direction of something like this, if you need it. Fine mesh strainer will work fine as well. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to stick it in let the water drain over it until it runs clear. I think we're basically there already. There you go. clean rice. Now what I'm actually also going to do is I'm going to shaking out some of the excess water there. But I am going to actually give this a wipe out because we had onigiri in here just the other day. Yeah, it used to be that you'd wash your rice for safety, as the American says, and it's more important to wash it there. But for here, it's mostly just for a taste and texture thing. And in fact, I'm going to do a little experiment here. And I'm going to add some oil to this rice for the first time. You generally just need a drop, but apparently it causes it to shine up really nice, and I've never done that before, so let's give it a try. Real Gamer Cow says YouTube video chef says soaking rice for 20 minutes gives a better texture, but I haven't tried it yet. Yes, no, that is not incorrect. And in fact, if I were making rice the way my rice sensei, Mr. Tim Morrison, taught me, after this, what we should be doing is letting it drain for a little while, about 15 to 10 minutes already, and then you listen to it, and you should be able to hear a little bit of snap, crackle, and pop. It's not Rice Krispies, that's just your rice actually cracking and starting to open up a bit. And then you give it a 20-minute soak, and then you put it in the rice cooker. But we don't need to do that today, because we've got to get the rice cooked, and then get everything else cooked, and then make the stuff. And that's, gosh, that's going to take a while. So let's, okay, let's get my oil dispenser out. Such a little, I like this little thing. Okay, and we're going to try and add just a drop. Apparently 1/8 of a teaspoon is what they want on this. Come on. Just a bit. So worried. There we go. Okay, good. Couple drops of oil. Don't want to ruin it. And let's get in there. Dragstrife, you want to use any sort of a neutral tasting oil. So that's just canola oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what's our lines say here? 7 is what I've always gone with. I always go with just a bit under a 1-to-1 ratio. Ooh, yeah, you can see the oil there in the top of the water. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I like to just go with 1-to-1 water ratio. It works very easily. Okay, let me see here. What else? What we're going to do next? We should probably start on the mushrooms while the rice is going. So let's bring you over here, and then I guess we can start on the egg too. So let's open this sucker up and get ourselves a pot. They want about 2 cups, they say. Let's get 2 cups of hot water in there. And let's get me some scissors to open up the top. I'm happy with this packaging because it means that I'll be able to reseal it later on. Yee, too close to the resealable seal. What do you call that thing? The zipper? Ow! Wow. Do it for the camera, Ian. That's very close to the resealable slide. Come on. Get your thumb in there. There we go. All right, let's, ooh. Good smell already. Let's get 4. No one ever got fired for having too many shiitake mushrooms. Ooh, okay, I'm sorry, symbolic Lolita. So I guess, yes, you would fire someone for too many mushrooms. Get that back up there. Oh, okay. Right. Let's look up my recipes here, because we're working off of a number. Most things you can find, I try to stick with justhungry.com. Maki Ito's a great cultural communicator and recipe writer. They used to do Just Bento. They still do, but they never got viral. I guess they're very much a web 2.0. If you want a web, if you want the hustle and grind, but also some good recipes, Just One Cookbook is the other place I like to recommend people pick up their Japanese recipes from. But I'm making some shiitake mushroom, cooked as above. How is above? 1 dried mushroom, soaked in water until softened, then cooked in 2 cups of the soaking liquid with added 2 tablespoons mirin, ½ cup soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons sugar until very tender. So let's, I guess, yeah, get 2 cups of water. I'm going to take it out of my dispenser here. Believe me, it exists. 400, 450, 500 milliliters. Great. Bam! Mush! Hot hydration. Soak. Cover. We'll look at you guys later on. Okay, so we got that going. We've got the tamago yaki. Let's have a look at... Nope, that's mastodon. It's not going to help anyone. Right. This was the other... Wait a second. Hold up. I want to make sure I've got the right recipe I'm going from here. Good. Okay, so what we're going to need here is 3 large eggs. 2 tablespoons neutral flavored oil. And some seasonings. And then we are going to blend seasonings and the egg mixture together. Okay, let's start with that then. Let's grab some bowls. And into them we will place the things. Come to me. Eggs. 1. This recipe already costs $300. Yeah, this one's a bit, this one is not your budget recipe, but this is a holiday recipe. You know, if you're, but you can put anything you want into these. Don't like fish? Don't put it in. Want more veggies? Great. Want no egg? You're the boss. Just make sure it's 7 ingredients. Okay, 3 tablespoons of dashi. Well, I guess that just means we're going to do the usual trick, which is 3 tablespoons of water and a wee pinch of wee pinch of hondashi ajinomoto. I always like to usually that's how much I need, so I've pre-ratioed myself. But for something like this, for something that's 3 tablespoons, I think like just a few granules like that is probably more than enough to provide the flavor necessary. I'm just going to double up because ain't nothing wrong with some good dashi flavor. I've recently considered even just, having it as a broth every now and then. Okay, we're going to use cold water for this, or at least lukewarm tap water. Dragonite streams, eggs have been weird up here in Victoria. I haven't had any trouble this week finding them, but 2 weeks ago, that was a different story. 3 tablespoons. So 1 more tablespoon of the water. Wata-ta-ta. And 2 tisps sugar. Let's get out our tisp. I think the only thing the sugar gets used for in this house is baking or cooking and feeding to hummingbirds. So 1 and can we get 2 out of there? Close enough. Where did I put the lid? 2 teaspoons sugar and 1 teaspoon soy sauce. Let's take it out of the cabinet this time. 1 teaspoon. Yes, 1 teaspoon soy sauce. Okay, there we go. And mirin. That's the vinegar. Mirin is in the refrigerator because it is a sweet liquid. Okay, and just a pinch of diamond kosher salt. I'm actually going to use 2 pinches. Wow. I'm actually just going to grind a bit in there myself, rather than trying to dissolve the salt, which can sometimes take a little longer than I like. Let's get out the old salt grinder and just... That seems good. 12 shakes, and then let's go ahead and mix her up. Mix her up. Sometimes this works better than I think it does. Today, not so much. Yeah, it needs to be a bit deeper. Dang it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's a good stir. I absolutely love these little milk frothers for stirring liquids to the point where they things dissolve. It just takes so much less time. All right, so mix the seasonings together and then into a cup with a spout and handle, so it is easier to put in the frying pan. Well, we only had so many of those, so let's do it. Egg. Egg. Look, Chad, egg. Egg. It's important to say egg each time that you crack an egg, otherwise the world egg may be difficult. And where's my... Did I just call them chopples? You bet I did. The last eggs we had were had some really nice color to them too, and big orange yolks. These yolks, slightly less so. So that's that. That seems nice. Okay, we're gonna need these for later. Totally. I have not had century egg before. I don't know how. I mean, I think I've had it as an ingredient in congee, and it was nice there, but I haven't had it on its own in memory. There we go. All right, and now I need a wee bowl and a wee brush. And a little bit more oil for that. So wee bowl, wee brush. No, and I'm getting it in front of that. That is not a Nintendo reference. If there was, I mean, there was wee bowling, but that's that's the present perfect tense of that. All right, you know what? Maybe we should rinse this out. Give it a slight wash. Ooh, now are heritage eggs just eggs that are that haven't been bred to standardization? Because I bet that's that would make sense in my mind. All right, so what we need to do now is heat to medium heat, which I generally find is too hot. So let's go with just below medium. So 1, 7, so 3.5 is medium. So we'll take it down to 3. And then we're going to need to wheel it up. Let's bring you on over here to the zone. All right. How are we doing time-wise? Good, good. According to the Meerkat, the Livestock Conservancy defines heritage breeds as chickens with 4 characteristics recognized in American Poultry Association standard breed before the mid-20th century, are naturally mating, can live a long life, thriving outdoors, and have a slow growth rate. Cool. I'm gonna get impatient. I should change the burner. That was on wide burner setting. We only need center burner setting. Too much heat. Rice is still en route. Let's check in on our mushrooms here. Ooh, those look just about hydrated. They certainly smell hydrated. I'm gonna leave those a bit longer while we make our tamagoyaki, or maybe we should actually, because it takes about 20 minutes, start those going as well. So we want, yeah, and it wants 20 minutes, so yeah, we should absolutely start this going. Let's send that to 3 as well. And put together a half cup of soy sauce. Whew, getting low on the soy too. Let's drag you on over here. Okay, where's my half cup? Really, a half cup? That's okay. I mean, I guess you're supposed to be you're supposed to be cooking your gobo with this as well. The your long root. Okay, and we're going to need more sugar in the sugar dispenser. So, I guess I'll just, or maybe not. It does seem like quite a bit of soy, Twilight, but that's really only one of the only seasonings you get in these. So, all right. Let's click here. Yep, that's mirroring. Good. Whew. Guess it's time to buy a new sugar bag. I'm not going to attempt to empty that all out on air. That's just going to be me making a mess. Okay, how many sugars? 3 tablespoons, apparently, because that's the big T. You're getting the big T today. Hi. I would love to raise some chickens. Unfortunately, there's a matter of my Strata Council having something to say about that, and the fact that I am, according to my own watch, 10 meters above sea level. Okay. Really? This just all feels like a lot of stuff. Who am I to judge? Also, it's just going to make these mushrooms stonkin' delicious. All right, let's get that there. Ooh, we're getting low on mirin too. It's unfortunate. All right, half cup of soy sauce. Will the chickens boil at that altitude? Yeah, that's my real problem. I'm just worried about, you know, my chickens off-gassing. Okay, we'll probably need to stir that around as it begins to get hotter and hotter. Let's take that up to 4, actually. Let's put a 20-minute timer on that right now. We'll come back to it and have a look. 20 minutes mushroom timer. I believe that our pan is ready to receive egg. So let us get ready. Okay, so for this, you're gonna wait, you're gonna put it in, and then we're going to wait until the egg has just set on the bottom, but it's just starting to set on the top, and that's when we want to begin the rollinating. So let's oil our pan. Okay. Good start. And then let's give ourselves a little mix. And then pour just enough to coat the bottom. That seems like it might be just enough. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get something to help me with this. Where are you? Yes, there you are. Haha. Silicone friend. Okay. What have you become? My silicone friend. Everything I eat turns to poop in the other end. I think I might be... No, I think I'm rolling exactly the right time. Keep on rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. And now, the part 2! More oil! Actually, first we're going to lift up the egger. Maybe push that to the other side. Yeah, let's push to the other side. So it can be up there, because I think that's how you're supposed to do it. And Oily, 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 oily. Get nice and nice and nice and nice and oily. Okay, and then add the tango. Shouldn't have. Well, you know what? I think we're okay. We're okay. I do believe I need a bit more heat than I think I'm putting in, though. Okay, let's let that go. This is already being a bigger success than it was last time, so I'm quite happy. Okay. Maybe I should be doing full burner, I think, just to get the coverage everywhere. I'm going to start doing that. Okay, are we ready to start rolling? Not just yet, it seems. Well, you know what? I think we are. Nope. Let's let that set for a bit longer. It's starting to look good. Let's stir our mushrooms when we have a chance. Okay, now it feels better about flippening. So let's see if we can do that with our hands. Oh, okay. I'm happy with how that flip happened. Well, would you look at that? Holy hell! Chat, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Get. Need to re-oil you. Get to the end. And begin that oily, because we don't want it to be oily. We do want it to be releasable, and I'm thinking we are doing that. Okay. And let's get one more, maybe two. Two, I think, is where we're going to go with that. There we go. Just going to let that sit. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for real good eggy omelet inside of our... Oh, right. I should prepare that for the finishing stage. Uh-oh. Guess which drawer has the mat in it? It's not the easy one to get at. My mulling spices. Okay. Ooh. Pay attention in. Apparently I'm supposed to be popping the bubbles, which is a thing I haven't been doing yet. That seems to be helping, actually, quite a bit. Oh yeah, check the machine, too. You might want to. Yeah, I think what we needed here was that we really needed this this kind of a pan. Ah. Ooh, yeah, please. Whoop. There we go. And, oh, come on, roll. No. Damn it, I was a little ambitious, I think.
Sorry, I distracted you.
It's okay.
With this grapefruit sour.
Grapefruit sour. Grapefruit sour, tears in his eyes. Okay, yeah. Oh, right, we need to oil. We don't just let it just sit there. That's how you get bad. Tamago Noki? Tamago Noki. No, that's a different thing. Okay. pop the bubbles. Pop the bubbles. Let's turn down the heat, which apparently you're not supposed to do. Bubbles. Then we're going to roll all this up and just let it sit for a while. Folks, what you can't see is that Corey is still here staring at the Tamago.
Egg.
Are you happy with the egg, Corey?
Egg.
Egg will happen inside you later.
Uh.
All right. I think this is now rollable. Oh, that's absolutely rollable. Holy moly, we got ourselves a roll, folks. Let's take that off the heat. And then let's get that into the roll holder.
You're in a roll.
An
egg roll.
No! Okay. So apparently you're supposed to use a moistened one of these bamboo things, but I'm just going to use plastic wrap because we're going to need this later to roll our sushi as well. So let's move these, I guess, to the sink. Using those for a while. And then just going to very carefully, whoop, just drop it on the thing. Let's kind of adjust ourselves like that. Then just roll it up. And we're going to stick a couple Roberto bands around that while we let it cool. That's going to be cool. Yeah, let's just let that, let's toss that in the fridge while it cools. Okay, tossed indeed. Our mushrooms are beginning to simmer, so that's good. Smelling delicious. Give you some view of that while we decide what to do next here. Ooh, the rice is starting to steam quite a bit as well, so that's good. Let's mix up our seasonings for the sushi, shall we? I'm going to turn down the temperature on that, on the mushrooms a bit, just to let them continue to simmer. All right. Keep slapping my mic pack. Okay, we can close that recipe. That's the sushi rice. Make sure. Yeah, sushi jutsu. Okay, so we are looking at 3 tablespoons rice vinegar. Urine vinegar. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One day I'll have done this enough times to become a master. Honestly, I think I'm probably at the stage where I could open my own North American sushi joint. 1 tablespoon fine sugar. We don't have fine sugar, so we'll make do with what we've got. It's a shame that multiple Academy Award-winning actor Ralph Fiennes never put out his own brand of fine sugar.
But you haven't seen the menu.
Wait, The Menu. Is that a Ralph Fiennes film?
Yeah.
Ah. Huh. Do I have to have seen the menu to understand the meal? We're just going to put a teaspoon of salt in there. I'm just going to use, again, the salt grinder for maximum salt absorption. And we'll give that another stir with the old whiskeroo. Whisker-Doo is, of course, the name of my furry Husker-Doo cover band. Husker-Doo? Husker-Doo, yes. Please don't email me. Okay. We've got ourselves some Sushi Zoo. That's it. So what we're going to need to do after that is use a metal bowl. You can use a wooden bowl if you want to, but Ito uses a metal bowl, so I'll use a metal bowl. And then we're just going to cut this into the rice. I don't believe we need to. Yeah. So this was the trick from her mother, is that as long as the rice is piping hot, there is no need to heat up the vinegar, sugar, and salt, so that the latter two ingredients dissolve. They will dissolve just fine in the hot rice. Yeah. See, we don't want to squish the rice. We want to just mix it into the rice. Ooh, okay, you know what I'm going to do is, for this time, by gods, we are going to do the rice right, which means we're going to fan it properly while we get it ready. And it's got 10 minutes left on the rice there, so let's just think about what else we can do here while we wait a bit. I think let us let's cut some carrot matchsticks. Yeah. Or you know what? We're so close to that time. So close to the top of the hour. Let's get ourselves ready. Let's peel the carrot at least. Okay, let's get that out there. And grab a bowl to collect my Jorganics. Let's peel a carrot. Thrill! I don't know if anyone's ever not peeled a carrot before, but if you've ever wondered, this is how I peel a carrot. Absolutely a convert to the Y types of peelers these days too. All right, that's a peeled carrot. These, by the way, will go in the freezer. We've got a lot of those things that go in the freezer: chicken bones, scraps, onion skins, etc. Might be time to do another stock soon. It's much less of an interesting stream because it's just me throwing a bunch of stuff into a pressure cooker and then waiting 40 minutes. All right, let's... Yeah, if we do half, that should be the easiest way to do that. We'll go from the back end of the carrot where things are easy. Okay, and let's try and get a couple of good matchsticks out of this. That seems good. My knife technique. Wow. Wow. That's just bad. Bad me. You know what? Actually, let's see if we can take some off the edges here. That's not a matchstick. That's kind of a matchstick. Okay, now we can actually start breaking it down. Oofa doofa. Well, you know what? There we go. That's nice. What I should get me is one of those mandolins. Seems good. Great, great, great. Yeah, I'm not good at any matchsticking, but one day you can all dream. Well, I mean, that wasn't so bad. Those ones aren't so bad. Guess I just need to get the flattening. Okay. We don't need too many of these because they're just going inside the Maki. Could probably finish what we've got, actually, and that'll be just fine. Okay. I'm just going to throw the other two into a something full of water. Bowl full of water? Sure. Let's go bowl. Oops. That one's for me, then. That is true. Any skill only gets better with practice, but you do have to make sure that you are practicing good technique. If you're just practicing bad habits, then you're just reinforcing bad habits. So, I don't know. Choose your poison. Bean's gonna have some carrot sticks later. There we go. Also, keep in mind that, ooh, that's the mushroom timer done. Guess we can probably drain those as well. Hold up, just to see you acting on the silver screen right now. Thing Fairbanks, Maureen O'Sullivan. God, I feel bad about draining that, this liquid. I might just save that and see if there's something I can make with that later, because that feels like that's halfway to a real good sauce, honestly. I think the mushrooms are soft enough. I'm just going to let them go until the break is over. And just get some extra cooking in there. So, we got our carrots done. That's great. We'll get out the cucumber for later. Molestation. Sushi's ready. Sushi rice is 4 minutes out. So that means this is the perfect time for us to take our first break. Folks, we are going to do that. I'm going to pay some bills, and we'll be back with more Tinker, Tailor, Solder Fry in just a few minutes, so don't go all the way away. Welcome back to Tinker, Tailor, Solder Fry, where we are continuing our assemblage? Maybe assemblage is a good word, of the materials to make an Ehomaki in preparation to celebrate Setsubun. It's, I mean, it's only a few hours away here in North America, but it's been going on in Japan for a good number of hours already. So we got to get our eat on while the kami are still listening. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I should talk to a Shinto priest about that. TBH. Anyway, I'm broken into the grapefruit crush sour that Corey brought by. It's a 4.8% sapling series, and it is nicely mildly grapefruity, but also has that kettle souriness to it. It's nice. It's nice. The mushrooms. We're taking them off. I think it's time to drain those. What do we do? What does Mackie suggest we do with our no, that's kill team. With our mushrooms. Oh, there we are. Okay. I guess they just want us to slice it then. Well, we'll just do that. But before we do, let's get out a piece of paper towel to drain them on. And paper. And then we can come to those when they're a little bit less sticky, shall we say, because there was a non-zero amount of sugar in there. And yeah, absolutely, I completely forgot. Mushroom broth is exactly what this is. This is going to be good stuff when it's come time to make something with it. I can smell it already. Oh, maybe I'll have to... like, because the majority of Japanese sauces are just a mixture of soy, mirin, sugar, and sometimes rice vinegar, but in this case, salt. Where's the safe place to put this? Probably actually back here on the stove, though. Let's put a lid on it, just to keep anything out of it. Don't need that. All right, we got our mushrooms out. They are drying. Become mushrooms for me later. Next up, yes, here's the important one. It's time to Jesus Christ, Brozard, mise en place in hiragana is really kind of cursed. I love it. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna bring out the big guns for some help here, because I want to do my rice in such a way that it is cooling properly. So we're going to bring in a friend. Chat, this is Phantom. Phantom lives in our bedroom and is our box fan slash air purifier system. And Phantom loves to help me out with onigiri when I make that. But this time he's going to help us with the sushi rice. And I think this is absolutely what you all turned in for, right? Okay. You know what? Let's do it upright. There you go. Welcome to the zone. Don't mind this. This is what I make my burnt cocktails on. That's supposed to be like that. Okay, we've got our stuff ready. Our sushi zoo. We have paddle. Ugh, there's a little bit of rice mung on there. Oh well. And we've got our rice. So let's get our rice in the bowl. I'm not going to do that on camera because there's no fun in that. But I am going to turn on the Phantom. Go to medium Phantom. I should plug Phantom in first. That would really help in the... Let me help you to help me. All right. So you can see the paper towel going. That should prove that there is action happening. Let's hit the button on the rice. Get it out. Oh, it looks good. We don't want to do any work to it in the cooker, apparently. We want to do it all in the bowl, piping hot. Don't lose any grains because each lost grain is something. Okay, now we got that under there. Slowly drizzle it on. I'm just going to cut the rice. Cutting the rice, we're not crushing it, we're not pushing it. It's cutting it in such a way that we distribute the sauce through the whole of the sushi rice. go. I always wonder if I've made too little of. You want it nice, but I'm really loving the glisteniness of this rice. The trick with the what do you call it? The oil absolutely worked. It's cutting and flipping. Cool it down. Make sure everything's got some rice or got some seasoning. And God, that smells so good right now. Okay, I think that might be. Just going to take a sample from here, see where we're at temperature-wise, and actually, you know what I should do? Rather than sticking my gummy finger in there, let's be a scientist. What are we at, boys? 132 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that means in Celsius, but we're looking at 82 or 70, depending on where you are air temperature-wise. We're looking at probably about 70-some here. Hey! Master Gurganator ZX, welcome yourself and Raiders. Yeah, okay. So I love my Thermapen. Absolutely love this as a device. I want a Thermapen with a button that I can push to swap from Celsius to Fahrenheit easily, because in order to do that, I need to get in and actually unscrew the base and then push a button in there, and that's no bueno. All right, that seems fine. I'm going to taste it because I'm always worried that it's too liquid, but as you can see, the liquid just disappears after a very short time. So it's gimme Jimmy Banks. Oh. That's how I like it to taste. Just sudden, just what is it called? Subtly sweet, subtly vinegary, subtly salty. The manager, I'm sorry, Jimmy Banks is a character from a movie from the 90s that was essentially an ad for the Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Mario Bros. 3 called The Wizard. God, I can never remember the name of the actor who played the MC of the Nintendo World Championships, but at one point he's on the stage and he's introducing the contestants for the Nintendo World Champions, and he's saying, "Gimme, Jimmy Banks." Is it Woods? It's Jimmy Woods. God damn it! Am I completely wrong about who the Wood is? About who the Jimmy is? I think it's just that I think Jimmy Banks sounds better. You want to use a moist towel on top of your rice to keep the moistness in there. We're just going to throw it in the bottom. Oh, good! Thermapen dip switches. Good to know. Okay, we can send Phantom away. You did a good job. I'm never going to bring you to the kitchen again. This was ridiculous, but fun. You go over there now. Oh, all right. What do we got here? Future TTSF to make the dip switch external? Maybe. Maybe, actually. That's a definite possibility. Oh, right. Hey, thank you, Last Babylon. Happy to have you here while we make some sushi. Speaking of which, it's time to cucumber. Time to cucumber. We probably don't need the cucumber because we're going to be match sticking it as well. Doesn't need to be any longer than the. I mean, there we go. And l'chaim. Wait, no, wrong one. Mazel tov. That is definitely not a l'chaim situation. Let's go about there. Yep. Whoop-ah! And you go into the refrigerator for future. Probably sitting with the extra, what do you call it? Eel. Barbecued eel. Ooh. I have a plan for the barbecued eel. Hold on while we get... Actually, we're getting to that point where we're starting to assemble our ingredients as well, so we might as well think about that. When I think about that, I mean we need to finish chopping up this cucumber. Right. Ow. Okay, do I want to be fancy about this? No. What I do want to do is scoop out the insides. Because nobody likes goopy cucumber insides. This might just be a... There's not much carrot peel there, so this might just be a compost bag, but... There we go. Nice and clean. And no caffeine. I know. I should... I will forever blame that on Graham. The actor from the James Bond film with Baron Samedi. Live and Let Die, that's the one. At least I can remember names of films. Okay, and then let's throw away the spoon. Let's make some sticks. Boop, 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 boop. El boopo. The booping one. Watch as Ian frantically knolls his vegetables. I'm beginning to come to a crossroads on this program in my thought process, and that is that there's something to be said for presentation, but look, I'm already presenting. If I want a better presentation of what I'm presenting, that's a bridge too far. I need more staff for that. Where's my beverage? Okay, cucumber's done. Tobiko is basically done. Tuna is also done and just needs to be sliced as well. Tamago is... How's Tamago doing? How are you doing, Tamago? You're still pretty warm in there, but you're starting to cool off. I can see how this could be fun. We'll come back to you later. Yeah, let's slice up mushrooms, because those also need to be cut into strips. Also, we want to get rid of... Usually want to get rid of the stem, because the stem is not the... It's... On a shiitake mushroom, it's usually very... what do you call it? Not stiff. Chewy? Ooh, these probably could have stayed in for a bit longer, but... Yeah. Tough, that's the word I'm looking for. Let's just do a slice and see how it tastes on our own. Oh! Oh, hit me with that smoky baby! Oh, that's a whirlwind of flavor. it starts off sweet, then gets a little bit savory, then it gets a little funky, and then comes the natural smoke flavor of these mushrooms. Right. Those up there. Same thing here. Ooh, yeah. I think I can... So it looks like, yeah, it needs a little bit more time to rehydrate before we go on to the cooking process, but that's something we can work on for next time. For this time, delicious, delicious mushrooms abound. Go. Let's see how you do. Let's cut right down through the middle of that cap and see if we can't just yank it off. Ooh, not exactly. Like I said, these guys are tough. And also, again, they probably need a bit more time. Oh, hi, Mireille. What was in liquid? It was mirin, soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of salt. So basically a standard Japanese sauce. If you want the recipe, or yeah, if you want something closer to a recipe, just go to justhungry.com or Google Just Hungry Japanese food, and hopefully that'll bring you to the place. And then, of course, you can search, or yeah, search for Just Hungry Ehomaki. That's EHOUMAKI. And that will give you all the knowledge there. Glad I sharpened knives last night. Okay, this one was especially dehydrated, I guess. Oh, now that I know the secret about rehydrating and dehydrating, I'm going to put those underneath those ones so that it might hydrate a bit more while we hang out. Let's some of that up there. All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I'm going to be unstoppable now that I have shiitake in the house. Okay, that goes away too. That's great. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's continue to count ourselves out here. 4 with the eel. 5 with the tobiko. Tuna. 4 here. Tuna, tobiko, egg. Yep, that's all 7. Good. Whew. I was a little worried there for a second. Here comes Hot Stepper asks what kind of knife I'm using. This is the IKEA VG10 chromium steel. It is patterned to look like a Damascus steel, but it is, this is just a fake inlay. But the type of steel used holds an edge well and will also sharpen well. So it's a really good knife for the price, though I don't know if they make them anymore. So who knows? I'm just going to keep until gifted otherwise. I'm just going to keep rocking this particular knife because it's served me rather well for quite a long time, and I don't think I need another one. Right. You, eel. How do we deal with you? I have an idea, and I'm going to do it. We need one of, well, first of all, let's get rid of that cutting board. Let's bring in a sacrificial cutting board to go along with that. And we're going to need just a bit of... I have 2 different types of tinfoil in the fridge. One that we bought because we needed some tinfoil for an improv game decades ago and this essentially dollar store film. Do that right there. Good enough. The other one is my good stuff. This is the dollar store stuff. Okay. Spread that out a bit. And let's take the things out of the oven that were being stored there, like the pan and the rice. Let's make sure that we've got a top rack up there. Let's get our eel out. What's the best way to store? Aha! Because I'm going to want to store the rest of it for probably tomorrow. God, we've got a lot of leftovers now that I think about it. Hey! You will do nicely. All right. Let us open the eel. Physically enter the eel's packaging. Okay. Could use just a bit more plastic deplasticking. Did I get it right? Nope. God, why am I so bad at this? There we go. Okay, get out of here, plastic. Nobody wants you in or around your food. Yeah, gotta rinse some eel off me. Yeah, kitchen scissors probably would have been the winner there, but I didn't want to sauce them up. So let's just gently get a little bit of that eel out of the package. There we go. Let's see, 1 strip, 2 strips, 3 strips, 4 strips. You know what? Let's make them good thick strips. Let's make sure we're straight along. And that's some barbecued eel. So let's put the barbecued eel on the pan. Let's send our eel to school. Come back for you tomorrow. You know what? Actually, let's cover you up now so I don't forget. Oh, that's a good question, the Meerkat. Yes, no, this is a... You're right to ask, because I overheard Corey talking about eels the other day, and the fact that she was saying that she doesn't think she's ever had a raw eel. And that's for good reason, because you shouldn't. I believe that eels are... Yeah, and thank you, Draconite Stream. Eels are very dangerous to cook... or to eat uncooked, partially because they're a freshwater animal in this case. Sorry, we're gonna go to we're gonna turn on the broiler on high, and 3-minute timer. We'll broil up that eel there. So yeah, they're absolutely pre-cooked. In fact, they're very well. All over the world, anywhere you can buy eel domestically or produced domestically, there are some interesting factory methods of it. I mean, usually you just got a bunch of people on the assembly line skinning and then dressing the eels, and then they just get brushed on and go through a long tube of fire. And you brush more on them, and it's delicious. But yeah, most stuff you find, this is something we just actually found frozen locally, and it was half the price of the other eel I was going to buy. So discount eel, can't complain there. Oh, right, we cooked the egg too. Yeah. Yeah, sushi does not mean raw fish. Sushi refers to, as we said earlier, specifically the rice that it's served on top of. Saucemaster would eat a raw egg yolk maki. Good luck to you, my dude. I think the rolling is going to be the part you're going to have the most problems with there, but... yeah. And you should also know that, for the most part, especially in North America, due to food regulations, even if you are at a Japanese restaurant eating raw sushi, that sushi will have been prepared in the sense that it is frozen at sea, usually just after catching. And that's something that is done specifically to, not just to prolong the life of the fish, but also to kill a bunch of parasites that can be found inside fish, even in the wild. Yeah, as for raw egg yolk, God, I mean, you just do the tamago bukake gohan. Just get yourself a delicious bowl of good Niigata rice and just crack an egg over top of that sucker. Add maybe just a little bit of soy sauce, stir that up and slurp it down with delicious. Some people will even tell you that natto is good to have that way. I am not one of those people, but those people can be found around the world. I'm basically stalling at this point to just give the tamago time to set up a bit more, or at least cool down. Ooh, but our 3 minutes are up on the broiler, so let's crisp up some eel. Let's get this nice and barbecue-y. 3-minute timer. Slap. Okay, so we got our sushi rice here. This is going to be our ingredient pile. We'll make a workspace here when it's time. I mean, let's get the salmon out. Or not the salmon, the tuna. Bring out your tuna. Oh, did I ever... It's not that I bought too much tuna. It's just that I bought tuna. How much is this? I forget how much it was. I wasn't referring to the amount of money. I was just thinking about the amount of... the amount in weight. But I can't see any here. Ooh, best before 2024. That's some good news for fresh fish. Tuna sagu double A. Oh, processed with filtered wood smoke. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if that's okay, it says a preservative. I wonder if that might be the color, but did not expect that to be the case. So let's get that out and let's have a little look at blot some of the fish juice off, shall we? Just get that down there. Bloop. There you go. Rinse out the bag before disposing of that. Why do I rinse out the bag? So that my trash doesn't smell like fish. Looks like a giant fish eraser. Did he at least boop the tuna? Lettius, boop? Okay. All right. We got our tune out. We are there, and I guess the last things that we need are our tobiko, fish roll. This is not cheap stuff. But oh shoot, I'm an idiot. It's wasabi time. Motherfucking wasabi time. Hopefully this will have a chance to set up. We should have done this right at the beginning. I am such an idiot. Okay. Oh, we have so little wasabi left. That's great. 1. And then 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. And we're just going to, first of all, check on our... Can use a little bit more. 2-minute timer. And you know what? I just need chopsticks for this. Okay, mix up the water with the wasabi. Then we gotta give it time to set up and get flavorful. This is wasabi powder that's been with me since 1996, so I'm quite happy to finish this up. The trick now is to leave it upside down in the refrigerator until it's needed. Don't ask me why this works, but if you don't do that, it doesn't get hot or spicy. So apparently we do have some local wasabi plants here on Vancouver Island. It's one of the few places where it can grow. So oh yeah, and of course I was also seeing it on Clarkson's farm for some goddamn reason. I should see if I can hunt down some local wasabi sometime. All right. Fine fish shrimp. Let's get that off the stove. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we're good. Let's bring out our dead, and by our dead I mean tamagoyaki, and let's give that some slices. Shall we? Because it's about that time. And this is feeling reasonably cool. At least there's only a residual heat to the touch. Ooh, there is our second alarm on the eel. So let's get that out of there. There we go. That's a little bit more crispy along the edges there. Looking for. Okay, let's stop that. Okay, come on out, Tamago. I mean, I would say this is the eggs coming out party, but that was earlier when we dealt with shells. God, that looks good. Can't wait. And just thinking about sizing here. So that's about, oh yeah. So if we take that to half, stick out the end that much. I love rolls where things stick out the end, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna have some fun here, folks. Just this once. We've never once otherwise had fun here on Tinker Tailor. That's a lie. I mean, I don't know, your fun's on your own time. I'm just here to try to do a thing. And only most of the time it works. Oh, no. Corey took out the trash. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. That's good. Okay, I'm going to cut the end off one because I just want to see what the end slice looks like with a proper roll. We got to taste it too. Oh, look at that. This is what I've been looking for. Whoa. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay. Okay. Need to adjust the ratios of some of the spices just a bit, but by God, is that good. All right. Is this thick enough to do a slice down the middle? It absolutely is. Okay. In that case, you get wobbly. And then we're going to slice you in half as well. And you'll come back later, probably in a different form. And there we go. And each one of us will get one of these sides and one of those sides. Magnificent. Please do not break. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I forgetting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was my 7th item? Carrots. Mushrooms. Tobiko. Ah! I'm not counting correctly. We missed the Tobiko. There we go. Because it was off to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Cancel the broiler. Let's get that off there. Let's bring in our eel. Well, there, and then we're going to cut that in half. And then we're going to cut this one in half. And cut this one in half. Okay. Whew. We don't need this knife anymore. Well, I'm going to keep it around just to serve up some stuff onto the... Oh, no, we do need it for that. That's right. Okay. Let's cut our tuna and then put that back in the freeze as well. Ooh, yeah. Daikon good in general. Okay. Oh. How much do we want? Probably about that much. Okay. And that itself is going to be in another... I mean, given this is dinner. How wide? How wide? Yep, let's do dangly bits. This is absolutely the wrong knife to be using to cut sushi with, but here we are. One smooth motion. Okay, get some plastic wrap for that, for the remainder of the tuna. Can then get to tomorrow, maybe. Ooh, or if I freeze it, I can get back to it another day. We'll bump you into the freezer. That's because it's safer that way. Okay. Is it assembly time? I think it's assembly time. Then I guess we just, yeah. I guess we make and eat, right? Right. Okay. Now, this is unnecessary. Because we shan't be yeah, we shan't be doing the thing. We shan't be cutting these, is the issue. Okay, you know what? Actually, everything looks good. Everything is in position. Gonna bring over the other cutting board to do rolls on. God, please do not judge my cutting board. She needs oil so badly. I'm going to take an executive decision, and so that we get the, just to give the wasabi a second to set up a bit more, I'm going to say that now we're going to take our second break. So get up, swap your fluids, stretch your legs, and then we'll come back with the roll, reveal, and consumption. And so don't go all the way away, please. We'll be right back. We're back here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. My name's Ian. We're on Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, and we are making Ehomaki. Ehomaki. We're about to set ourselves to the task of creating the maki itself. So I've put together my workstation, which includes the rolling mat, plastic wrap. Ooh, I forgot about the necessaries. My big old bag of full-size gold Smartfish. Why am I blanking on the name of the stuff now? Nori sheets. Woo! So I'm going to get a couple of those. I'm going to make 2 for now. We've only prepared 2, so it's going to happen. But we also have our bowl of water and sushi vinegar. Now, why do we have water and sushi vinegar? Well, because we're going to want to use that to help us spread out the sushi rice, and that keeps it from sticking to our hands. It's amazingly effective. I usually just use water when I'm making onigiri, because that's all you really need, but honestly, a little bit of a sushi vinegar really helps. Okay, we need a little spoon for the tobiko. And we're going to need to get out the wasabi from his bowl. This is on the top. It's wasabi. Okay, let's start by laying down the maki in the right direction, which is that direction. Oh my, we're going to have some very overloaded maki. I'm excited for that. Next up, the rice. So let's get our hands good and covered up there. Careful not to drip. Try not to drip any on the thing. And I think we're looking for about a half cup and a half. The idea is you want to have a decent bed of rice, but not so much that you are that your wrap won't roll. Go all the way down to the bottom of one side. Can really get in there. Feel free to really spread it out. Oh, I can smell the wasabi. Good things are coming. Add a bit more there. Ooh, I forgot to rehydrate my fingers. Maybe a bit more there. There we go. You want to leave about 1 centimeter at the top. Just half an inch for those of you who are, want to say, measurement disinclined. There, sure, just a bit more. Okay, that seems good. Let's clean that off. Rinse. That's why not. All right, and now we want to put our ingredients along the middle. So I'm going to start with a little swipe of wasabi. Maybe a bit more, just because I like me wasabi. And let's start with the tobiko. Nice big spoonful there. Bring that across. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. I guess let's now start with the carrots. Bits there. We're gonna do some cucumber because we're fancy. Because we're doing this because these are the ingredients we've chosen, not because we're fancy. Even non-fancy people do this. Okay, let's hang a lantern off the end of our... Hang an egg lantern. Good. Same thing with the salmon. Susie style. Oh god, I've made a terrible mistake. A beautiful, beautiful, terrible mistake that is absolutely the most delicious thing I've made in a while. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This could suck out loud. Let's be honest. Could have used a bit more eel, but I'm okay with that. And then we're going to get our mushrooms again all along the edge there. Good little mushroom. Make sure you're hanging out the edge. Good, good, good. Okay. I'm going to rinse my hands off before we do the roll. Did I call it salmon again? I did, Juliamon. You are correct in correcting me. That is, in fact, tuna. Tsuna. Okay, now comes the point where I just need to be bold and straightforward. And roll with conviction. Hopes and prayers, everyone. Oh ho ho! Oh my god! Would you look at this? That's a perfect ehomaki. Okay. Let's set this one aside then. That one can belong to Corey when it's her turn to eat. Can we do it again? You know what? Swap it out. Okay. Replication is the test of true mastery. Done it once. Can we do it again? Okay, so definitely got sushi rice for tomorrow. I have a feeling that Maki will be on the... Whoop! just about accidentally uramaki'd that, and I don't think I want to uramaki that one right now. Not this week. Okay, let's get our hands nice and sushi'd. Let's grab enough. Spread that sit out. Good, good. More rice, please. Oh, I need to stop making sushi for myself because I'm not going to say I'm getting good at it, but I am absolutely becoming a lot more comfortable with the procedure to the point where I'm pretty happy with. Oh my gosh, that's what we're going to have tomorrow is temaki, hand-rolled sushi. So I kind of want to not have to roll the whole thing. And cones are great. Everyone loves cones. Who doesn't love a good sushi cone? Other than people who can't eat fish or rice vinegar or rice. It's a lot of people. All right, looks good. Okay, next up, wasabi. This one's for Ian, so let's not mince words on the sabo. The wasabo. It's when you pack enough wasabi into a maki that the explosion forces the whole thing out of a rifled barrel. Okay, so we started with that. Let's start then again with the Tobiko. I wonder if I should refreeze the Tobiko. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I think instead of refreezing it, we'll just maybe eat all of it tomorrow. That seems like a good idea, right? Yes. Okay. So we should absolutely get that back in the fridge. Row freeze as well? Well, it came, that's the thing with the Americat. It came frozen. So, and if we're going to use it tomorrow, to hell with it. Let's find out if it refreezes well. And then we'll unfreeze it. Okay, next up is... Man, do I have chopsticks? Man, do I have chopsticks? I was wondering if I can get things on there without dirtying my hands, but... They're already dirty. Right, let's cover the sushi rice back up. Next up is the... I don't know. Yeah, let's do vegetables. So that we know how many we need. I have absolutely over-provisioned vegetables, but that's fine. Vegetables are, if not delicious, which most of the time they are also good for you. And you should eat things that are good for you so that you can grow up strong. Like Adam. Goku. Okay. Got those two. Come on, tuna. I got your name right this time. Give me credit. This is ridiculous is what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, we'll just finger those on. Okay, that's 7 ingredients. 7 ingredients, 7 lucky gods. Folks, are we ready to roll this one up? Okay, roll. Again, you have to be decisive if you want to roll with the big boys. Did it come out right? We'll find out. And Platination about to occur. Reveal. Oh, wow. No, I hosed that. Wow, can I repair? Yes, I think I can. Okay. Get that back over. Get that over there. And just kind of bring it in underneath. You know what? It'll do. 1 out of 2 ain't bad, right? Right. Okay. Now we just got these hangy bits. One of the eggs escaped. That's okay, because we don't have to worry about that part of the thing anymore. I really need to buy myself some... Ooh, hello. Hello, Jeans Rice. I need to buy myself some of those small soy sauce dishes because I don't own any. The closest thing I've got right now is this Nerve Original ashtray, which I do use for dipping sushi that I get at takeout. So we'll do that again here. All righty. Oh, you know what? Let's add... Where'd you go? Because I like the taste, and it's okay if you like the taste. I'm going to add a little bit of wasabi to my soy sauce. This is not a polite or correct thing to do, but it is something that is often done. And there's good reason for it. Tasties. Okay. You know what? Let's swap it over to the booth here, because yes, Southwest Chrono-X, correctly. You are correct in your assumption. Let's change there we go. Which for tonight is going to be this way, thanks to the magic of the compass application. But yeah, I would absolutely like to thank everyone for watching Tinker Tailor Solar Fry tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here for Setsubun. As early as it might be here, or as late it might be where you are. But would implore you to go check out loadingreadyrun.com if you like what you see here so far. Got plenty of other shows about all sorts of things. You can also find out what's coming up on the programs at loadingreadyrun.com/live. We've got our schedule there. youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, youtube.com/loadingreadylive for the streams, /LRRTT for the tabletop, /LRRVG for the games, and of course, /LRRMTG for the helpfully sequestered magic content. We're going to thank some of you who've been subscribers later on, but for now, thank you so much everyone for watching, and we will see you next time. I guess that's kind of a Twitch out. I don't have the button here, but that said, we should eat. We should eat this. I will get to your subs and bits in a second. We gotta eat this, because otherwise, what are we doing? Let's get in the right direction, and let's grab the upper end. And this next bit's gonna be a bit weird, folks, because gotta stay silent, but here we go. Hmm. Hmm.